back to VSG Chelly. If you're new here, my name is Chelly. I have a special guest here with me, Killin every day. Remember?
What's up, baby? How we doing?
Remember my other video? I talked about my uncle, fitness coach, motivating coach, overall amazing fitness brand. I have him on the channel today. Recently, I talked about how I'm following kind of his fitness plan and his meal prep plan and things like that that's been keeping me motivated. So I drove down here to Navasota, which is about 45 minutes, not too bad, to get a real intensity workout and really figure out what exercises I need to tone my arms, tone my legs, and things like that. So I wanted to make a video to share with you guys a conversation that me and him had this week on where do I start? Everybody wants to know, where do I start? What do I eat to start with? What do I do to start? Because we all need to start. We all start, fall off. You got to get back on. So he's here to help us. Where do we, first of all, introduce yourself.
George, Serena, Mr. AKA Killin every day. It's my niece. She came down. She wanted to get a feel for the workout. For me, starting was hard because it took years for me to get started, really. Because I used to always think about it like I need to work out, I need to take care of myself, but I would never do it. So if you want to just start, mainly the thing is mentally is more than anything else. You got to be mentally ready to just start. You know what I mean? That's the hardest thing to do is just to get started. So for me, it was a lot of procrastinating. You know what I mean? Because it took us a long time to get going. You know what I mean? So procrastination is it's a horrible thing. You know what I mean?
So before you start eating, before you working out, it's all mental.
You gotta be tired of your own.
You
gotta be tired of your own shit. You know what I mean? You gotta realize that hey, nobody's gonna do this for me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, nobody's gonna do anything for me. I have to get off my ass. I have to research my own, look up at my own stuff, just do it myself more than anything else. You have to realize and come to that. You've got to do it yourself. You know what I mean? So for me, I did a lot of research on YouTube and I reached out to people just to ask, hey, what's the best way to get started? Because everybody has their opinions. Everybody has their own way to get started. You know what I mean? So I remember reaching out to one of my friends named Ernest and I was like, hey man, how did you do it? He said, man, just do it in the morning. And I was like, nah, man, I want to do it in the evening. He said, no, because if you do it in the afternoon, you'll be, because you know, we all work. So at the end of the day, you're not going to want to do anything. So the best thing is to do is mentally prepare yourself to sacrifice certain things to start. Yeah, to just sacrifice more than anything else to work on yourself.
Yes, and that's what we've been doing, me and Donovan, this week. As soon as we wake up, we hit the road, we hit the walk, we hit that run, and it kind of sets the tone for the day.
For the whole day, right.
You hold yourself accountable. You don't want to mess up what you already did for that day. So that was good advice that you gave us as soon as you wake up.
Because as soon as you get up, you're like, okay, my job is I got to get up and go for a walk first. No matter how tired I am, no matter how I feel, just knock that out first, and then you'll feel better. Because if you don't, then you'll be like, damn, I didn't do it, and I know I should have done it. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, just knock out your first win if you can, and then build momentum off of that. So that's why I was checking on you, how to go and what do you do? How do you feel more than anything else? Mainly it's how do you feel, because when you get started, how do you feel before you get started? Because whenever you start, I promise you'll feel better once you start stacking your own little wins. You know what I mean? Because that's where I kind of got the energy from you. Like, okay, how do you feel? You know what I mean? Doing that. And she's like, and Chelly was like, yeah, I feel pretty good with my walk. We feel good. We feel energized. We feel more than anything, you feel accomplished.
And it turns back into, circle back around, a mental thing. Mentally, you have to start with, you know, your workouts and eating right. And then at the end of the day, it's also a mental satisfaction.
For sure.
Is I mentally got out today. I mentally walked. I'm getting stronger mentally, and it'll just, everything else will get stronger with it.
For sure. And that's what the feeling that you get more than anything else, that you've accomplished anything for that day. Yeah. And that's what Killin every day is about. Do anything you can that day. Because I remember that's what I used to think about. Like, okay, I don't want to do this. And what about Friday, or what about, you know what I mean? But it's Monday.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the end of the week. Just do it today, whatever you can today. Because things are going to come up. Life always happens. You know what I mean?
Always.
Life always happens.
Knees happen.
Everything happens.
My knee
you know what I mean?
hurts.
So it is what it is. But just that's what I'm saying. Do what you can when you can at first. And then just chop it away. And if something comes up, then it comes up. That's all it is. Life happens. It's all of it.
Life happens.
But do what you can when you can.
So coming off of that, we are mentally strong. We mentally started our walking. Our next step is where do we eat? Where do we start with our food intake?
Where do you start? You start where you feel like whatever you used to eat that made you feel bad, that you thought that it wasn't good for you. You know that constantly your own self. You could just kind of fix it on your own. You know what I mean? Figure out what you need to eat on your own, or what works for you. Mainly what works for you. So like, if you want to clean it up, like I said, you could research, eat some eggs, some oatmeal for breakfast. Like, still make it simple is what I like to say. Just keep your breakfast or keep your meals as simple as possible.
So chicken, broccoli.
Yeah, but
give us a rundown of a typical day of what you would eat: breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's better. You're right.
Just run it down so we can have good examples.
Okay, that's even better. That's a better choice. So my first meal is a smoothie, which is blueberries, strawberries, and a banana, fat-free milk, and 8 ounces egg whites. Okay, that's all I put in my first meal. That's my shake.
So no protein powders.
The
nothing.
protein is the egg whites.
The egg whites.
The egg whites, and I got fat-free milk with at least 10 grams of protein. So that's about 40 grams there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so for sure. Then I got like 40 grams of carbs with the berries and the banana.
And then the sugar, natural
sugar.
Your
natural sugar.
That's good.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so that's a simple breakfast that I have every morning. Then I'll get into work and I already have my meals prepared. And then which would be 5 ounces of chicken, breast, and then a couple broccoli. Twice. 1 at 9 and then 1 at 12. Then I have a pre-workout meal, which is about 4, which is sometimes it'll be yogurt and fruit, or sometimes it'll be oatmeal and egg white. It just depends on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I'll work out, and at the end of the day, then I have my meal, which will probably be potatoes and chicken and potatoes and steak. It just depends on the week, but it's mainly the same because I know it's not going to make me feel bad. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you want to feel good so you perform better. You know what I mean? You'll feel better and you'll want to take care of yourself. You know what I mean?
So at this point, food is for fuel.
Right.
Not for enjoyment, not for satisfaction. It's purely to fuel your body. So you just got to put the right amount of fuel to keep it going.
Yeah.
Protein,
sure. Your body's a
vegetables.
machine.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember talking to this old cat one time at work, and he's like, the doctor says I got high blood pressure, and I have this, and I have that. I said, oh, okay, Mr. Charlie. So you got to cut out all that other bad food. Huh? And the way he said it was perfect. He said, yeah, George, I done had enough anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in a bad spot and you feel like you've done and you don't feel good, you're overweight, you feel like crap, your knees hurt, everything's bothering you, but you eat all the things you want, figure it out that, hey, that's enough.
Yeah.
I done had enough of the bull crap. Let me try to fix it just so I can feel better. Let me just clean up whatever I'm eating. So that was the best way that I could put it. He's like, man, I had enough already. Then it's time to clean it up. I was like, that's perfect.
No,
I never thought about it that way, but that makes sense.
And that's what I felt about when I got the surgery. Everyone was like, oh, you're not going to be able to eat. You know? And I was like, bro, I've eaten 35 years good.
Yeah.
I think I've had enough of eating. I'm good.
And that's mentally where you got to take yourself. That's
yeah.
Right.
I'm like, I've eaten really good. I'm okay with not being able to eat that much anymore.
For sure. So that's a good way to put it, though. You know what I mean? To finally say, hey, you know what? Just to take the switch. But like I said, it all goes back to mental.
Mental.
It all mental because you have to do it yourself. Nobody can make you eat the stuff that you don't want to eat or whatever. So at the end of the day, take care of yourself. Mentally. Yeah. And then everything else will fall in line. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Because sometimes we need to give ourselves a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At all.
I think about that all the time. About your video about.
I got to redo that one because that's what I want to talk about more than anything else on here because starting off and not even starting, you feel like a complete loser. You know what I mean? Because if you don't even start, you tell yourself you're going to start and you don't.
Give a quick story of whenever you didn't give yourself a chance the first time. I love that story.
Okay, here we go. Let's start this one for me right here. Okay, so.
Wait, what?
This video right here started with one, like cut it and then make one for me right here.
No, we'll end mine and then we can redo yours.
Crap. Anyways, okay. That means I wanted to reshoot it, right? So.
We can end mine. We can wrap it up because this is good. We just got some basic information, mental, basic things, and then this is how I just want. The name of the video is "Where Do I Start?"
And how do we start?
How do we start? Where do we start? Mental, eat clean. To wrap it up, mentally strong, eat clean, put fuel inside of your body. We all know what junk is. We all know it.
It's good. We know it. There's
know
no denying that, though.
What we aren't supposed to eat. We all know. Moderations, yes, I understand. You eat in moderations. But at the end of the day, if it's something that you're serious about, you'll be serious about it.
Because it's your health. It is serious. It's your health.
Nobody
else's health but yours.
Yeah, so you just got to get in the right mind frame mentally. I spoke about this on one of my mental health videos about us as women. We have to mentally take care of ourselves before we can take care of everybody else. So we have to get strong and we need to take care of our body. And get comfortable in our skin before we can be happy with ourselves before we can make anybody else happy. So just a lot of pressure.
You project that though.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you're not happy, you project that.
Exactly.
To everybody else,
So that's something else. All right. So I just wanted to make a quick video, introduce my uncle, tell them where they can find you, Theo.
Killin every day on YouTube, IG, TikTok, Facebook. It's all the same. Killin every day. Look us up.
So can they reach out to you for help, or do you
reach
offer
out for any
services?
questions. You got any questions? You want to get together? You want to collab? You want to work out? You want to get together about a meal plan? Anything? You just want to shoot your how? Or got any questions about how else to stay consistent more than anything else? Not motivated. Main thing is to stay consistent. You know what I mean? So just hit me up on either one of the platforms. You know, I reach out to whoever reaches out to me back. You know what I mean?
Perfect. All right, well, thank you so much. We're gonna go ahead. The next video I'm going to do with Strictly Nikki, which is my Thea, Mrs. Killin every day. She's gonna show us how to kind of build some exercises to get some of our problem areas toned up and build up. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to Killin every day.
Yep.
If you haven't subscribed to me, and then we'll see you guys next time. Bye.